Hi, Anne here from Get Site Control team developing the Aurora theme for Shopify. Today I'll show you how to set up pop-ups using the Aurora theme. You'll learn how to design a similar pop-up, set up its page targeting, add a follow-up success message, and a pop-up teaser on the side of the screen. So let's get started. Before we dive into the settings, let's first look at some inspiring pop-up examples built using the Aurora theme. Our first example is a minimalist age verification pop-up that prevents underage visitors from browsing the store. The next example is a promotion pop-up featuring a discount code that visitors can copy and use. The third example is a sign-up pop-up. It flies out from the site and doesn't interrupt the store browsing. Our next example is a pop-up with a countdown timer. Such pop-ups highlight that the offer is time-limited and create a sense of urgency. The fifth example is a sign-up pop-up that features a video on the site. Videos are more visually engaging than plain text or static images, and they can provide more context about your offer. And the last example shows how to use pop-ups for other purposes beyond email opt-in and promotion. Here, the pop-up lets visitors choose the language in which they prefer to browse their store. Let's now create our own pop-up, just like the one featured in our Radiant demo store. In the theme editor, let's find the pop-ups section in a special pop-up group. Like the header and footer sections, pop-ups are available from any page of your theme editor. Pop-ups have different layouts. They are light boxes that appear in the center of the screen and have a storefront overlay, and flyouts that appear from the side of the screen and don't interfere with the store browsing. Pop-ups also differ based on their function. You can create promotional pop-ups, email sign-up pop-ups, and an age verification pop-up. And lastly, some of the pop-ups allow for adding a countdown timer. Let's start by choosing a pop-up type, sign-up lightbox. We'll first set the color scheme to match the store design and adjust the pop-up width on the screen. Then comes pop-up targeting. With Aurora, you can fine-tune pop-up targeting within your store. You can show it on all pages, selected pages, product pages with certain tags, and even groups of pages. For the groups of pages, I recommend studying our page targeting guide. Don't forget to toggle the corresponding control before targeting. I'd like to show my pop-up on all product pages of my store. So instead of adding each product URL, I'll use a special targeting rule. Next, let's choose when we want to show our pop-up. I'd like to show it under certain conditions, so I'll switch the toggle. Let's choose to show the pop-up after 3 seconds and after 25% of page scroll depth. That means the pop-up appears if the visitor stays on the page for more than 3 seconds or scrolls down a quarter of the page. We'll leave the show on exit intent condition disabled, but I'd like to mention that it works only on desktop when a visitor moves their mouse to the corner to switch or close the browser tab. Let's move further and set the pop-up frequency. This setting controls when to show the pop-up to the visitor again after they close it. We'll set our frequency to every hour. Now that we are done with targeting, let's fill in the pop-up's text and change the buttons. Since we're working on an email opt-in pop-up, we'd better add a consent checkbox to collect customers' emails in compliance with data protection rules. Now let's add an image to our pop-up and position it against the text. Following the best practices, I've placed the image to the left of the text. If you want to learn how to create efficient and high-converting pop-ups, check out our dedicated video. Here you can also hide the image for mobile devices to save space on small screens. Down here you can set up a success message. It appears after a visitor has submitted their email. The message confirms subscription and provides a discount code. Mind that you won't see a success message in the theme editor. It appears only in your published store. Moving on to Storefront settings. Here you can dim and blur the store content in the background of the pop-up to drive your visitors' attention directly to the offer. Let's now set up the opacity and content blurring. If you want, you can change the overlay color, or even choose two colors and create a gradient. At last, let's get down to the latest pop-up feature, a teaser. The teaser appears after a visitor closes the pop-up, providing a second chance to open it and read your offer. Let's pick matching colors for our teaser. Choose its style. Add the closing button on the side and position our teaser on the screen on desktop. Here you can also adjust the size and patterns of your teaser, but we'll leave them as they are. Down below, you can do the same fine adjustment of your teaser for mobile screens. Let's set it up and see how it looks. And that's it. Our pop-up is complete. Now go ahead and create your own pop-ups with Aurora. Bye!